Hello everyone, welcome back to Curious Life. Today I am finally tackling something that's been on my to-do list for way too long, our pantry. Our kitchen is tiny, and in a space this small, keeping things organised is really important. The cupboard itself is far from perfect. It needs paint, a fresh makeover, and really the whole kitchen could use an upgrade. But since we plan on redoing everything eventually, I'm not worrying about that right now. What I do want to do is make it more functional and a whole lot less chaotic. As you can see from the before shot, it's not great. We've got mugs, Tupperware, random kitchen gadgets all shoved at the bottom, and then all of our food crammed on top. It's messy, it's overwhelming, and honestly I forget what we even have in here most of the time, which does make it really easy to waste food. Even though this cupboard is pretty small, every time I open it, it really stresses me out. But also part of why I'm making this video is because life has been feeling pretty chaotic lately. I've been struggling a little with my own mental health, and some days everything just feels too much. And then my brain is also a little bit chaotic at the moment, and I know it might sound silly, but when life feels out of control, even small acts of organising can help. Taking control of one tiny space, even just a cupboard, makes me feel a little bit calmer and more grounded. So today is not really about making a cupboard look nice, it's about creating a pocket of calm in the middle of the chaos. If you've watched any of my recent videos, you already know a little bit about this because I did speak about it a few weeks ago. So I'll just give you a little update. I have found a therapist and I've started therapy. So it is very early days with that, but it's also been long overdue, so I'm hoping for good things in the future. But anyway, I started with the bottom section of the cupboard. This is where we've just been throwing things, mugs, travel flasks, Tupperware, basically anything that didn't really fit elsewhere. Some of it we use all of the time, but some of it had just been forgotten about. So pulling everything out felt a little bit overwhelming at first, because the pile on the table just kept growing. But pulling everything out is also really the only way to really see what you have, so it was worth doing. Once the bottom was clear, I moved on to the food. And despite how tiny this cupboard is, I still found things I wasn't really expecting. Jars and duplicates of things that I definitely don't need more than one of were hiding at the back and hidden under things. This is where organising is both really overwhelming, but it's also where it starts to pay off. Because once everything is out in front of you, you can take stock properly and really work out what you need. With the cupboard empty, I also gave it a proper clean. I wiped down the shelves, vacuumed out crumbs, and just gave it all a fresh start. It felt like a reset, not just for the space, but for my head too. I was a little bit surprised at just how dirty the cloth was when I'd finished cleaning. It does go to show just how overdue this job was.
I never felt tomorrow closing in this fast. Oh, I guess time's in a rush. Leaves are falling down, but at least they grow back, while I'm on a one-way track. Now I know what it means to grow old. Yeah, now I know the time I got, it is just enough to get by. Yeah, it is just enough to get by. Sometimes I understand I'm making all the wrong demands in life. It never pays in the end, but still I am here, moving on like before. I'm yearning to reach the shore. Now I know what it means to grow. Yeah.
To make better use of the space, I built a small shelving unit from the bottom. It's nothing fancy, it's just a simple organiser, but it makes such a difference. Suddenly, instead of one big messy pile, I've got levels I can use to separate things out. It's perfect for awkward items like travel mugs and ice cube trays, things that usually just get stacked on top of each other, and then when you pull one thing out, everything falls over. You know the problem. Once the shelves were in place, I started putting things back. I gave each item a home. I had travel mugs and things like that on one shelf, ice cube trays and similar items then I placed upright in a organiser so that I could just place them on the shelf and everything can be seen. I can't believe I didn't do this sooner. It already feels so much calmer. And it'll be great knowing I won't be knocking over 5 things every time I want to grab one mug. This part of the process reminded me of why I love organising projects. It's not just about the end result. It's about the sense of clarity you get along the way. Life feels unpredictable sometimes, but what I can do is I can decide where the travel mugs go, and weirdly, that helps in some small way.
I'm never giving up on you. I'm never giving up on you. This time I know we're really through. But I'm never giving up on you. I'm never giving up on you. I'm never giving up on you. And now I'm going back to blue. But I'm never giving up on you. I'm never giving up on you.
Next, I tackled the food. I started by grouping everything into categories: tins, packets, baking supplies in their own sections. It doesn't have to be complicated, but just putting like things with like can make a huge difference. Before, the bags and packets were falling all over the place, but now they're contained, easy to grab and much tidier. I also bought a storage box just for the dog food, which doesn't live in this cupboard, but it will definitely help us stay a little bit more organised with the dog food. We've just been transitioning her to a new food recently, so this wasn't actually a thing we needed to store before because we used to store all her food in the freezer. So this is new, but I'm glad I'm trying to get on top of it before it becomes too unorganised.
dewy shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy we go, easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all.
So sorting out the food did take a little bit of time because I wanted to check dates and make sure I wasn't keeping anything that was past its best. It's so easy to forget what's lurking at the back of a cupboard, so having this clear out means I can use up things before they go to waste. For my dry goods like pasta, rice and oats, I love using clear jars. They look neat, but they're also practical because I can see exactly what we have left. Today I labelled them using my label maker. It's quick and simple, but eventually I'll probably make prettier labels with a Cricut. But for now, these do the job. There is something so satisfying about filling up the jars and lining them up on the shelf. It instantly makes the cupboard feel more intentional, like it's actually been designed to be used instead of just storing random piles of stuff.
Look ahead, the sea is calm, and I know we've been through a lot, but just wait. Wait for better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore. 7 years now on this boat, and we all know where we belong. Just wait. For our home to show on the horizon, soon we'll be there. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight.
And we are finally done. So let's take a look. I'm so glad I did this. Everything has a home. The shelves are organised, the jars are labelled and the food is sorted. It's not a massive makeover, but it is such a big improvement compared to what it was before. Now when I open the cupboard, instead of feeling stressed, I can feel calm. For me, this project is about more than a tidy pantry. When I'm struggling with my mental health, it's easy to feel like everything is out of control. But doing something like this, taking a messy, chaotic space and turning it into something ordered, it reminds me that I can create calm, even in small ways. It might just be a cupboard, but it's also proof that little changes can make life feel a little bit easier. If you're going through a tough time too, I just want to say you do not have to fix everything at once. Start with something small. Organise a drawer, tidy a shelf, or clear off one counter. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be better than it was yesterday, and sometimes that's enough. But if even any of those things are just too big and overwhelming for you to tackle, that's fine too. Whatever you've managed to achieve today is enough. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe for more projects like this one. And I would really love to hear from you in the comments. What's one small space in your home that could use some organising right now? Maybe we can motivate each other. I will see you in the next video, and until then, take care of yourself. I hope you have a lovely day.